All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out before we start. Write me at kingtyson713@yahoo.com if you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something. Write me, kingtyson713@yahoo.com. Also, if you like this content, please go to the video tab section of this YouTube channel. Click on the video that interests you. Watch it. Give me some feedback in the comments. I really appreciate that. So look, I want to share a positive video, right? Marcille and her husband has just reconciled after 2 years of being divorced. I remember she filed for divorce about two years ago from her husband. They have a child together. I believe they have 2 kids together. Don't quote me on that. I believe they got 2 kids together. And let me tell y'all something. She filed for divorce she filed for divorce 2 years ago. He made a statement and he said, I'm going to work on getting my wife back. And by the grace of the Lord, he ended up getting his wife back. They're back together. They're happily married again. And my advice to that is that, hey, listen, this goes for anybody that's, and I want to say this to the brothers, right? I want to say this to the brothers because the brothers need to hear this. This is why I'm talking to the brothers who are married and your wife filed for a divorce, right? I want you to, just because your wife filed for divorce, now when it's over, right? But if nothing crazy happened, like if the sparks had went down and y'all arguing too much, try some counseling, try therapy, try something. Don't just take your wife's word as she wanted to end the relationship. Really try to do the best you can and to try to do the best you can trying to find any avenue to fix your marriage, repair your marriage before you call it off. Not even that you call it off, it's that you just let it go and you just like, well, my wife filed a divorce, nothing I can do. I guess she don't want me no more. Fellas, brothers, fight for your marriage. If you can, fight for your marriage. That's my advice to give you. You need to fight for your marriage. Now, if you just outright just did some most disrespectful shit, and you've been doing disrespectful shit, because usually women, I'm married myself, I'm remarried, it's actually my second marriage, right? So usually women just don't leave just like that. Usually, like you always got exceptions to the rules, but usually things happen a few times before women finally say, okay, I'm done. So fellas, don't let your woman get to that point. If you want your marriage, you don't want it to end because she wanted to end, try to work on it. And I salute this brother. He really tried. He wanted his family to work, and he got his family back. You know, and sometimes y'all, a breakup, I tell people this all. I tell people on my channel this. Sometimes y'all, a breakup needs to happen. Sometimes y'all, a breakup is a gamble because it could be a blessing and a curse at the same time, right? And why I say that is because it could be a blessing because sometimes you could use the breakup as, okay, we need to take some space away from each other and let us miss each other and see if we're gonna work back out with each other again, you know? So that's the blessed part. Then when you get back together, you realize, you know what? I really do appreciate you. I really do miss having you in my life. And both of you will work it back out, right? Now, it's a curse because you also taking a gamble of the person getting out and getting the space, and then they start dating again, or they realize, you know what? I'm glad that we broke up. Now I feel like I'm getting peace in my life. So it's really a gamble, but it's really good though. Like, I know it's a gamble, but it's good because sometimes you could be in each other's space so much that you might just need some time apart. And I usually say that when it's boyfriend or girlfriend. Marriage is a little bit different. You know, marriage, you took vows with this person. So you need to, when it gets to that point, then y'all need to seek some counseling and some therapy. You know, that'd be my advice. But my advice is that, fellas, usually when women say they want to break up, right? Have you ever just followed what she says and said, you know what? If she want to break up, nothing I could do about it. That attitude right there, brothers, that shows women that you don't care. And ladies, I really want you to understand, it's not that the man don't care. It's just that he just feel like maybe you just tired of him and you want out, you know? And fellas, ladies might not necessarily mean, women sometimes will say that to see what you're going to do. Women want you to fight for the relationship. Show that you love this woman. Show that you appreciate this woman. Show that you can't live without this woman. This is what women want, fellas. I know fellas like, damn, I'm here. That means she ought to know I love her because I'm here. I'm not leaving her. Fellas, women need reassurance. I'm telling you, ladies, y'all like that. Y'all need reassurance that we love y'all. And fellas, this is what I want you to understand. If you going through something in your relationship can be saved. A lot of marriages could be saved if the men would do more fighting in the relationship. Also, too, ladies, I can't put it off on the men, on the brothers neither. Ladies, sometimes you got to calm yourself down sometimes too. And a lot of times, ladies, y'all be thinking that the grass is green on the other side. And y'all throw away a relationship with a good man because we're going through a rough patch right now. Two people got to want this thing for it to work. Two people got to realize what we got into this marriage for. It's the love when two become one. That's what we got into this marriage for. So it's going to be hard. We're going to have the ups, we're going to have the downs, but we got to make it work. Now, if it's over with, if nothing you could do, it's nothing you could do. But if it can be, a lot of the times it can be saved, fellas. And when a woman says, and y'all married, especially if y'all married, and she said, I want a divorce, I'm offer counseling. Offer therapy, baby. Let's go to therapy. Let's go to counseling. I really want this marriage to work. This is the time where you profess your love. You tell this woman, I can't live without you, baby. I need this to work. But you also have to show the change. You can't just say the words. You got to show the change. That's another thing. You got to show the change. You got to really, don't just say anything to keep her. You have to really do the work to prove to her that you're willing to make this thing work. Both of y'all do. It ain't just about the words. It's about, because you can say, I want to make it work, and then a couple of weeks later, y'all go back to doing the same thing. So you need to address the problem, hear each other, listen to each other, and then figure out a solution. And you're not going to always agree to everything. You can agree to disagree, but it's about it being healthy arguments. And a lot of times, good couples, good people break up because of unhealthy communication. And it's like we can't disagree without it going to another level. Am I hitting on something? Let me know something. I'm 42 years old. I'll be 42 in a couple of days, but I'm gonna say I'm 42, right? So it's like I've been in relationships for a long time, y'all. In and out of relationships. Every part of when it comes to relationships, I've been, between being married, being divorced, being remarried, long distance dating, online dating, all parts of relationship dating. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? So I can speak on it. That's where my experience come from. And being with my wife, being with having the experience I had, with women, I understand women, right? And for the most part, but fellas, it ain't over till it's over. And I don't want fellas, if your woman wants to leave you, don't just go off of, all right, well, ain't nothing I can do. That be the problem. That's right there is the reason why she want to leave you, because she feels like you're not in it, or you just don't care. That's one thing women and ladies, y'all say it, but y'all don't make it make sense. For men, sometimes men, we simple. You got to really break this shit down. Sometimes y'all could be saying things that y'all want, And we just don't hear it sometimes. And this is why I say counseling and therapy helps out, because you have a third party person who don't know either one of you and can give y'all unbiased opinion, versus you going to a family member or you going to a friend who only is going to side with you because they have the relationship with you, right? Because, and you know, a lot of times when we vent to family members and to friends, we always vent the bad stuff. We don't ever vent the good stuff. And so our family and friends, they only hear the bad stuff. So it's easy for them to tell you, well, you know what? You should just leave. You should just leave. But they don't. A lot of the times, especially single family members, especially single female friends, or even single male friends, the easiest thing for them to tell you to do is to leave, or tell you like you're missing out on something, or man, hey, look, I wouldn't. When they say I wouldn't put up with this, or I wouldn't, that right there, you should stop talking to them about your relationship. Because I'm telling y'all, the same people that say I wouldn't put up with that if it was me, I guarantee you, them people in the relationship, they putting up with way worse. I done seen it. I done seen the shit. So that's why I say don't even worry about that. This is why I say you should go with a third party counselor or a therapist, and really mean what you say. And if you want your relationship to work, really work on it. Really put the time in for your relationship. Really do the work. You know. But that's what I gotta say about it, man. I'm congratulations to them that they worked it back out. This is a very positive video. I think that this just show you that if the situation ain't, if the marriage ain't too bad off, you know, it can be savaged. It could be it's salvageable. You know what I mean? And salute to them, man. Salute to them. And hopefully, even Marcille is a inspiration to other women. Hopefully her husband will be inspiration to other men to say, hey, I'm determined to get back with my wife and make my marriage work. So even if she filed a divorce, it's still not over with, you know. So salute to them. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. One love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. On to the next one. I'm out.